So in this lesson, we are going to see some practical. Again, we are going to get our hands dirty by getting into the Vertex AI in Google Cloud. This is where all the AI offerings of Google is to be used for a production purpose. So you need to have a Google Cloud account for using this. So you need to put your credit card and things like that. If you have any question, please use any search engine like Google for that matter. Again, it is an optional demo from the certification perspective, but you are more than welcome to do it yourself. Now, let's get into the topic. So this is the dashboard of Vertex AI in Google Cloud. So this is Google Cloud you're looking, or GCP. So if you go to cloud.google.com or console.cloud.google.com, any of those options, and put in your credit card, and once you log in and search for Vertex AI, and you should get this page. Or you can simply go to this particular URL right here, or you can search in Google for Vertex AI. One thing we need to be mindful is the fact that Vertex AI and Vertex AI Studio, they are slightly different things with a lot of common stuff, but they are slightly different things. This kind of naming overlap is available in almost all the cloud offerings of Google, Amazon, Azure, everywhere. So be mindful about that one particular fact. So in here, we have the dashboard where you can see almost everything we are doing. And then there is this model garden. So model garden inside the Vertex AI is nothing but a group of or available base model. You can think of like a marketplace for the open source model as well as the Google base models. Remember, the base models are nothing but models which is trained by other companies, huge big models. For example, you have Gemma, DeepSeek, all these different types of open source model. You will have Meta, of course Gemini, which is coming from Google, as well as other open source model. For example, DeepSeek, as well as Llama from Meta. So these are the different classification or the types of models, text generation. So these models, these 66 models available, they generate text. For example, Gemini. Text classification is a AI activity to see if a particular text is good or bad, finding out the emotions inside a text, finding out if there is any sexual content or any inappropriate content like violence, child abuse, anything like that. So that is the use of text classification, very important class of models. Entity extraction, there are a lot of things which is very much explained in my AI 102 training. I'm not going into the details of all these items here, but these are different classification or different types of models available in the model garden, which you can use. Some are paid. Most of them are paid because Google will be hosting them. But things like Gemma, models like Gemma are free for the use, but otherwise, most of them are on the paid plan. So that is the model garden where all the base models are available for you to use. Then pipelines. Pipelines, I don't think part of this particular certification, but pipelines are nothing but automation pipelines to create and train MLOps pipelines. So MLOps is again discussed in detail in my AI 102 training. As it is not part of this particular course, I'm not getting the details of it. But ultimately, it automates the training, testing, and verification of different models. It could be from the model garden, it could be a fine-tuned model for yourself, or it is a custom created model from your company. It could be anything. To improve that model, to fine-tune that model, to retrain that model, you can use these pipelines. Colab Enterprise is another item inside notebooks. So let me quickly show you an example of a notebook. If I click on notebook gallery, and this particular notebook is document processing using Gemini. So there is step-by-step documentation as well as the code. As you can see, there is code right here, which you can run from here. If you're not into coding, it'll be something new to you. But as I mentioned, my other training is all about coding and this kind of details. But you can run the code from this particular window itself. There is a runtime attached to it, and you can run periodically. You can schedule all kind of activities you can do, and it'll achieve document processing with Gemini, this particular notebook right here. So Google provides the environment for that. Google provides the compute, graphics card, all kind of bells and whistles to achieve this particular task. For example, you have a scanned document and you need to find out the username from that particular document. So that can be done with this particular document processing notebook. So there are a lot of examples in the gallery, as you can see here. Retrieval augmented generation, a lot of different notebooks are available. If you want to read more about notebooks, you can search for Jupyter Notebooks, or you can have a free notebook environment inside your Google. Simply search for Colab Jupyter Notebooks Google. Again, not a super important topic from the certification perspective. So Notebooks Workbench is where you run your notebook, and Google provides all the instances of the compute, and definitely you'll be charged for that GPU enabled compute for running the notebooks and achieving the task you want to perform inside the notebook. And the code is available here. You can manage the code or the notebook itself, create a notebook, import, all that kind of things you can do here. And you can manage the compute inside the workbench. Now coming to Vertex AI Studio. This is part of our certification, and in the overview, it is very similar to the Google AI Studio, and it is mostly about generative AI or using generative AI in production type models. Remember, Google AI Studio was to prototype, not for production use. In the case of production use, you will be using Vertex AI Studio. Probably this is the most important part from the training perspective or the certification perspective. This is where Google offers all its generative AI capabilities inside the Google Cloud, where it can be used for production purposes. So if you're trying out one thing from this particular training other than the certification itself, I would recommend this particular part of the demo, Vertex AI Studio. Have a credit card, create an account inside the Google Cloud, and try this thing out. So this is the URL right here, console cloud google.com Vertex AI Studio. And of course, you can try out different models. You can create a prompt. There are prompt examples. All the models are available. You can switch different models. That way, as I mentioned, it is very similar to the Google AI Studio. Everything we have seen, it's available here, probably a bit more advanced settings as well. And this is the Media Studio, Imagine, Chirp, which generate voice, Lyra, generate music, just like you can create text from ChatGPT or Gemini, you can create music. And we have seen Vivo, which creates the video, and you can upload your own media to customize these options. So stream real time. Whenever you hear the word stream inside the IT world, you're talking about transmission, similar to your TV or phone call, mostly something related to video or audio, or a real-time application is involved, mostly video or audio. Streaming was a very difficult thing from a compute perspective, long-standing problem in IT or computer science. But the problem has been solved, and you can see Google videos or YouTube videos real time almost everywhere nowadays. Like that, we can talk to Gemini stream. The word stream is coming. You can talk to AI in real time. So talk to Gemini. If you have not used that feature in your Gemini app, I would really recommend that. It is a delight to do that, to talk to the AI. You don't even feel like you're talking to an AI, but you will feel like you're talking to a real human being. You can show Gemini, use your webcam to share what you're looking at, and get a real-time feedback. It's like a dream come true if you try it out. It kind of starts pointing out things and finding out things from your frame which you're streaming to Gemini. Share your screen. You can share your screen and get feedback from Gemini. what to do, and it is pretty accurate and it's getting better every day. While the time you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure it'll be better than what it is today. I'm pretty sure these three things have a lot of future and a lot of application coming out from this three feature in future. Very advanced, very futuristic. I'm really excited about this kind of model performance inside any cloud provider, not just Google. So if you're trying this out, I really recommend these three items. Prompt gallery. So prompt gallery is sample prompt for creating different items. So prompt engineering itself is a huge topic which we will touch upon. The idea is you have a model which can do a lot of things. Now, how will you prompt using natural language to get a specific thing done? Sometimes it looks trivial. Why can't I simply ask it? But in my last 2 years of experience with large language model, I can tell you that prompts make a lot of difference. An accurate, well-crafted prompt gives you way better results than a normal prompt. So prompt engineering really adds value. You can search for prompt engineering and there are different techniques and types and strategies and tactics to do it. Some of them we will touch upon in the subsequent lessons in this particular training, but it's a bigger topic on its own. So I'm going to click on one of them just randomly, and you can see the prompt here. You're a travel itinerary generator. So this is European travel itinerary, and it is asking the model to do certain things based on the travel. So it is a pretty big prompt, as you can see here. It's a well-crafted prompt. It is telling the model a lot of things, a lot of details. This is a good prompt, I believe, because it is pretty instructive about a lot of things. Don't hallucinate. Don't use internet. So it is very instructive about what it is to be done. So basically, the prompts in the prompt gallery you can use and edit according to your needs. You can get inspired. Just like code reuse, we are using prompt reuse instead of code reuse in the coding world. Copy and paste and edit according to your need. That's what this is all about. Also, you can learn how to make good prompts from these examples right here. So again, prompt management, help me write a prompt, describe your intent, and will generate a prompt. Basically, you're asking the LLM to generate a good prompt. So this is another strategy I always use. I'll be very lazy to write a prompt. I'll ask the AI to write a prompt, and then I will edit that prompt, and then I will use that prompt to prompt the AI later. I know how it rhymes a lot, but that's what it is. Compare different prompts and see how you can modify and edit different prompts. Optimizing the prompt, you can use Colab Enterprise Notebook, which we have seen before. Bit of coding is involved, and of course the evaluation part, how it performs. So that is prompt management. So this is fine-tuning or tuning a model. This is far more involved than it looks. Probably one of the most complicated thing in this area of Vertex AI Studio. In Vertex AI Studio, you can tune and distill foundational models to optimize them for specific task or knowledge domain. It is not as easy as it sounds. It costs a lot of money, at least tens of thousands of dollars, and you need to train the model with data. You need to create data, and it is not super easy to train the foundational AI models. They are pretty big models. There are small demos available in my previous training, AI 102. You can check it out. But the idea is the model is using X things or X and Y things. You want to add a Z things to the model. An additional knowledge, an additional training you have to give. That's what this fine tuning is all about. The reason this activity is very time consuming and cost consuming, or the money consuming, is the fact that it needs a lot of GPU, graphics processing unit. Not as much as needed for training the model. Training is again thousands of cards you need. For fine tuning, at least you need dozens of cards to finish the training in a substantial amount of time frame. Depends on what you're training, how much model weights you're changing based on your training. So agent builder, agent garden, we'll discuss about agents next. Agents are the topic of 2025 and 26 probably going forward rest of our life. Agents are everything going to come and conquer us. So we'll discuss that after discussing the theory. Agent and RAG also we'll discuss. Vector search and Vertex AI search, we'll be seeing that when we discuss this part of the topics. Although some of the topics can be discussed now, we can go in an order. These order may change while we talk, and when you look into it, this can be different because almost all the cloud providers changes these things very rapidly. If it is today, if it is Vertex AI, tomorrow it's something else. I don't know why they change the name so frequently. Probably it's some kind of marketing things, but I have seen that happening left, right, and center with everything in the AI world. Just like the code change, they changes the name, order of things, tools, everything changes rapidly. But we'll be going in this particular order so that we'll have some kind of organization paradigm. So we have seen Vertex AI in Google Cloud and different types of services, AI, machine learning services provided by Google. Let's continue our journey in the next lesson, and I'll see you in the next.